My name is Oscar.
My name is Carl, and
this is Who Would Watch This? Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film, and then try and figure out who to watch this.
Today we're talking about Big Fat Liar, which currently has a 5.5 on IMDb, a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.9 on Letterboxd. Oscar, what's the plot?
14-year-old Jason Shepard has a reputation for stretching the truth. So when big-time Hollywood producer Marty Wolf steals his class paper and turns it into a smash hit movie, no one believes Jason's latest tall tale.
Wow.
Wow, Carl.
What hot goss.
It's hot piss. That's what it is. Carl, well, no, hang on. Don't give me that look. Give me a positive look. Okay. Carl, this is the second time we're recording this, so our attitudes might be a bit more skewed.
I am deflated.
Yeah.
Talking about this a second time?
We were so positive. I gave all my energy. I pretty much gave all my spunk, and now look at me. I'm dried up.
Yeah, you look ghastly.
Thank you.
Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I went all in on your appearance last episode as well. There's something about Big Fat Liar. It really brings out the worst in me.
I think it's because you're lying, because guess what? My appearance? Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, God.
It was you that was lying.
Why don't we install so many mirrors in here? Well, everyone lies in front of the mirror. Come on, Carl. Come on. Let's be serious. Now, Carl, before we get into this film, we should go back to 3 weeks ago before we watched the movie and had the episode recorded to see who we thought would watch us.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. It was such easier times.
Carl, Big Fat Liar. You love this one? Because I'm pretty excited.
I'm very excited about Big Fat Liar. Had this on VCR, watched it all the time. Big Frankie Muniz fan.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're going all this. This is top tier Amanda Bynes.
Oh, yeah.
The performance of Paul Giamatti's career.
I think so. I mean, I know the holdovers like got him a little bit of like that Oscar.
It's this. Not a single what well-regarded actor has done something to this great level.
I don't know.
Of bluing themselves. I mean, I guess just Tobias Fouquet.
But I feel like that's where he's come from, where Paul Giamatti had that sideways money, that sideways prestige, and then he was like, I'm going to go blue myself. He's such a fun character actor, and he could be so serious. I love he goes to these lengths because I think it's a bit more of an iconic role. I still think this is talked about in high regard.
I think he's famous with our generation because he did this.
Yeah.
And I would recommend every current actor just do a good kids film.
I know Timmy did Wonka, and I know that he maybe degrade himself. I want to see Timmy get on his hands and
He's
knees.
still cool.
He's still
cool in Wonka.
If I see him just debase himself, I'm all in on Timmy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
He needs to do, for example, Hugh Grant's the Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
He's the one that's being all look how old I am.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And you go, well, that's fun.
That's fun. I'm back on your side.
Timmy's still cool.
If
here's the thing. I still want to fuck Wonka.
Yeah.
I never want to fuck Paul Giamatti in Big Fat Liar.
I mean,
and those are two differentiating factors.
Yeah, here's the thing. But in Sideways, wouldn't you slip a finger in?
Maybe. And honestly, maybe in Big Fat Liar as well. Now that I've thought about it,
you got
it's Marty Wolf, baby.
It's Marty fucking Wolf. You can't fucking stop that. Carl, I also rented this so many times on the Big Five weekly thing at the video store. I loved Big Fat Liar. I love Malcolm in the Middle. Big Frankie Muniz fan. This is just all
we've done Cody Banks.
Yeah.
We've done... this is better than Cody Banks from memory.
I think so. In my mind, I combine the two, but he's just a rascal that can never not win.
I know.
That's Frankie for you.
Yeah, so who do you think is going to watch this?
I hope it still holds up. I think it has. I think it's held up in just pop culture and the zeitgeist. Who do I think is going to watch it, though? Ugh. I guess if you're a big fan of Sean Levy, you just watched Deadpool 3, you thought, you know what, let me go back through his catalog, see what he's got going on. This is a little indie darling from his early days. You got to go back to see directors' early work to see how the foundation really shaped them,
It must be it must just be wild, just how Hollywood sort of works and moves to be I'm just making Big Fat Liar with... these TV people from Disney and Nickelodeon and Paul Giamatti, and then you'd be like, wow, I'm just never going to make a movie that makes $1.5 billion.
No. In 2000, is that just Titanic that's made? I guess, the last Lord of the Rings has made. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make that, and that's not a bad. That's not
not at all.
But you'd be filming Big Fat Lie and be like, this is I'm hanging around the 100 mil.
It's probably the biggest budget he's been given so far.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, wow, where could my career possibly go from here?
Yeah.
And this is pre-Night at the Museum and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He is a fun family filmmaker.
I think so.
I think he's good with family stuff.
Yeah.
I actually think the only sort of really strong stuff in that Deadpool and Wolverine is whenever he does there's little family dynamics of morals in it that I think are very, I don't want to say childish, but like heartwarming, like they would be in a child's movie. And they're the parts where I go, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Look at that in this movie. That whole movie is just friendship.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's cute.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Carl, who do you think would watch Big Fat Liar?
I think anybody that is, I have a feeling this is like the intro to the film world for me. Like actual how they're made.
Oh, gotcha.
So-
not like a foundation in cinema studies,
just
but like
a peek behind the curtain. I was like, that's how they do that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if that is, I don't know, it's skewed or accurate now, or if it's even that big a part of it as I remember in my head.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be for kids that are like, how does Hollywood work? And a parent can be like, watch Big Fat Liar.
There you go.
It's a cutthroat business.
It's horrid. You're gonna
It's horrid.
it's pretty aggressive. My God. Carl, Big Fat Liar for the second time. I feel like we've got to be a bit more positive because I'm a bit drained. But I will give it again. I had so much enthusiasm the first time, so I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring that there. I'm gonna bring that here.
Yeah, I think professional people would have just pretended that they hadn't lost their audio recording and still come in hot.
Yeah.
Not us.
No.
I'm bitter about it, and frankly, I can only blame the listener. So yeah, I'm gonna come in hot. Here's the thing with Big Fat Liar: it holds up. Holds up very well.
Yes.
Everything about it is a 10 out of 10. Let's get into one of the big things that I think is lacking in kids' movies today, which is so strong here. A wise talking kid. Wow.
Yes.
How good is Frankie Muniz here?
I love this 2000s messy boy. I don't know what kids are nowadays, what would be a protagonist. I just think, even though he's a nerd, I feel like he's got he's got something about him. You're like, give it a bit of time and you're going to be fucking thriving. Whereas I don't know if the modern day boy, I don't know who will follow. I'm only going Dire of Wimpy Kid. I did not care.
Modern day boy.
That's my last kids film that I've watched with this kind of age, and I got Greg Heffley is not a good character. I did not care for that, but I think that's a good film.
Modern day kids to me are, I guess, a Wimpy Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yep.
And I guess just the kids from the movie Hook.
Yeah.
Have we done Hook?
We've never done Hook. We need to do Hook.
We should do Hook.
Yeah. But you are right. He's a great character. I also think we have to give big props because this film uses real fun film techniques. There's one scene where he's in the cinema or jumping a bit ahead, but they have Frankie Muniz on like a dolly and zoom in and then have the camera zoom in following him. And it gives us just this impact that would be normally in another film a bit. Actually, I think it could work in another film, but for a kid's film, it's so exaggerated.
Perfect for a kid's movie.
Yeah.
It's like the director's just underlying it for a kid visually, which is just the best way to do that stuff and be like, this is an important moment. So if you're not grasping the actual plot of the movie because you're simply too young, this still stands out to you as a changing moment for the character. It's the same as when they do Summer School and they do like a big fisheye on the.
It's got this greeny, sick vibe to it. I think it's like the set. The whole thing is like set in like this basement. It's like dingy. It feels slimy.
I was terrified of going to summer school because of this movie. Doesn't exist here.
It doesn't exist here. I don't know if it does in America.
The threat always got to me.
Yeah, of course. It's just like, are you shitting me? You can take my time, but that's my I didn't earn it, but it's my time I want.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I want that.
Can you be held back a grade here?
I think you can.
Okay.
I think you can.
And that's just simply if you're not. Like, for example, a teacher can look through you and be like, you're a little shithead, but I can see you're absorbing the information and your wisecracking at me. So you do get to move up because you are, like, at a pace as the rest of the kids. Whereas if you're not absorbing the information,
I guess
you need the extra help.
My thought process would be that it's like you've missed too much school. Maybe that would be where, because otherwise you'd be like, well, you've learned the course curriculum technically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a child that's been held back and you know the ins and outs of the school system. Send us an email.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care.
I am shocked that basically he did not want to do this creative writing task because it is just lying.
Yes.
And I mean the movie's obviously like it's what he does.
Yes.
But I mean, and I definitely had forgotten, I think, how intensive I was an impulsive liar as a kid. A horrible liar, actually.
Now, why is that, Carl?
I mean, we can't explain it, can we? But my God, was I just horrible. I lied about it. I was deeply in trouble all the time.
Was it to evade punishment, or was it to get others? Was
I just stirred.
Okay.
I just stirred. Like
Okay.
it was not...
Oh, you're a monster. Okay, you're a ringleader.
I lied without any reason. Like if they
gotcha.
were like, "How was your day?"
That's
I'd be
pure
like,
evil.
"I was beat up." And my parents would be like, "Oh my God, by who?" And then I'd name names, and then there'd be a full sort of like investigation into it. My parents would be like, "So you weren't beat up?" And I was like, "No, of course not." And then they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then I would be in trouble. So it was just, I was a very compulsive liar as a kid. It took a long time for that to, I guess, stop. I guess, truth be told, probably got channeled into creative writing, because if there was one thing I loved at school, it was creative writing.
I mean, this film's nailed it, hasn't it? Pretty much just like, hey,
Yeah.
are you a fucking evil spawn? You know, put that into, maybe write a poem, huh? Maybe fucking channel that goddamn energy. Instead of fucking putting witnesses up, you know, for horrible punishment.
I think a teacher was like, "Why don't you learn to write a poem? Maybe you'll end up on the $10 note." And I was like, "What a thing to aspire for! God, I want to be on money so bad."
I don't know. I guess, does England have all the Queen, and then America's got like, I don't know, the OG like goats of Parliament, and we've got like, I guess,
To call them goats of Parliament.
I mean, that's what it is, right? You got Abraham Lincoln on the penny. You got like all the Hamilton cast and all the other bills.
Why is he on the penny? Don't you reckon Lincoln should be getting a good note? Who's on the 100 in America?
Benjamin Franklin, kite fella. I don't think he was technically a president, but he was definitely there to write.
Benjamin Franklin was in Hamilton, right?
Yeah. I think more of a.
Did he get a song?
I don't think he got a song.
Didn't you go, let's go fly a kite? And everybody was like, "You stole that, Lynn. You didn't write that." And he was like, "Prove it.
Prove it. It's Benjamin Franklin. It's parody. It's fucking, you know, I'm doing my own thing, okay? Fuck you. I don't.
It's Broadway. It's a lawless land. Now give me a fucking Tony."
5th year in a row. I know it does feel shitty Abraham Lincoln's on the penny. I'd be pissed.
It's a talk down to Lincoln. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know a lot about Lincoln, but he's the only one that ushered in hats. Right?
Yeah.
Is that his whole thing?
Big hats.
Big hats.
Yeah.
Was he in Hamilton?
No.
Okay.
No. You're 100 years off.
I'm bad with my over under of who's in Hamilton.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he's not in Hamilton.
He's not in
He's
Hamilton.
not in Hamilton.
Okay.
You can rest assured. Benjamin Franklin, we're 50-50 on him being in
But
it.
Jonathan Groff's in Hamilton.
Big time.
Yeah, but he's on money as well?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
great.
He's on the 20. He's lived about 400 years. He's a miracle, but quite frankly, he's great.
I
Real
think
fun.
it's crazy that Donald Trump came out and was just like, "Guys, we're putting Jonathan Groff on our money."
Yeah. And listen,
Unprovoked,
Yeah.
unstirred. Nobody requested it. Jonathan Groff's like, "That's nice. Glad you're a fan."
yeah. It was an odd choice and politically very neutral.
Yeah.
Everyone was okay with
Yeah,
that.
believe it or not, Donald Trump was watching Looking, that gay cancelled HBO show that starred Jonathan Groff, and he was like, "This is good." He said, "I'm going to put you on the money, and let's hope HBO starts this again."
That would be
Pretty crazy, guys.
That'd be great. Oh, imagine him just like, I want to get Firefox back on. Firefly.
Firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. They're on the Nathan Fillion's on the money.
know.
Okay, he's on the $2.
My only thing, I think, as a president, I'd just be resurrecting things.
Yeah.
Just be like, "That's getting a new season." They're like, "You're not the president of a network." And I'm like, "I don't care."
Then why the fuck am I doing this?
What's the point of Paramount Plus if you're not going to reboot everything then, you idiots?
There is just. I feel like they keep rebooting things, but it's never like the thing you
It's
want.
never the thing that got cancelled.
No.
It's never the thing where you go, "Oh, finally, they're continuing that."
Yeah.
Except when they did that Party Down reboot. And then they just were like, "Oh, nobody watched Party Down."
I mean, it got cancelled in the first place for a reason. It's great, but no one was watching it.
It is hilarious to see shows come back where they're just like, "This is an IP," and they're like, "Nope, that was cancelled because nobody cared."
Yeah.
So when Brooklyn Nine-Nine came back, and they were like,
Oh.
"You all championed it. Why aren't you watching it?" And they're
Right.
like, "We'll catch it later."
There's a lot of things. Okay, I'm not watching it day of. You know, it'll be good in like 10 years time when I'm binging it. I'm like, oh, another season, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're investing in me watching it years from now.
And it's not even like an enjoy watch. It's just more like, okay, there's more sludge to feed my mouth.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
I don't want to start Community yet.
I'm
I
a little
haven't-
piggy.
Yeah,
I'm a little piggy.
I'm on a rotation thing.
Anyway, so that's how Hollywood works, also in accordance to this
Yeah,
film.
let's speed roll through this. So Frankie Muniz, he's in trouble. He has to go now to summer school. He's got to write a whole essay. He's late for his frickin' summer school thing. What happens? He hits a limo. Who's in the limo, Carl?
Paul Giamatti.
Mm.
Paul Giamatti is like, "Hey, this story you've left in my limo is pretty good."
Yes.
And Frankie's like, "A producer stole my script." And they're like, "We don't believe you, Frankie," which I thought was cruel. but also I've tasted this medicine.
Yeah. Have you, had a script taken from you from a big Hollywood star, or have you lied about this lie?
I've lied about. Yeah, I'm lying about being a compulsive liar. Wouldn't that be crazy?
First lie, really hitting it hard. I'm like, you know what? Let's go for a 10.
It's funny when you're just like, liars in film where you go, this is great. I remember the most inspiring character to me I think I ever saw in a movie was when Leonardo DiCaprio walked into a classroom and Catch Me If You Can and just started teaching. And I was like, that's sick.
How good's lying as a genre? I didn't realize you're totally right. Because I guess it'd be like a con man, but I don't want that. I like a liar.
It's a fun liar.
And doesn't learn and doesn't really get comeuppance. Like, I know in like Catch Me If You Can he gets comeuppance, but does he really? He does some sick shit, and quite frankly, the law just has to catch up because it's just nonsense what he gets up to.
I know. The only time it doesn't work out is when you're watching that movie Invention of Lying. I just booed.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the thing.
Not for me. I said, you're putting a bad slat in our name as liars. And that's the truth.
Oh, but here's the thing. Boy Who Cries Wolf. I don't believe that.
It's the boy who cries wolf.
I'm gonna go check
anyway,
out
they don't believe Frankie, which,
Yes.
and I mean, I get.
Yeah.
I also think, let's throw some sympathy out to the parents here.
Mm.
What a nightmare it would be to raise this kid.
They just want to go on a goddamn trip to the Grand Canyon, like most parents in America do, and this little shit is just honking liars, and it's just getting to great. At a certain point, you'd be like, buddy, you're capable. Just freaking apply yourself, you know. And I do like it. Does sort of get thrown into the middle here, but Frankie doesn't need to earn his dad's approval.
Yeah.
Like most sons in America.
For sure. It is an odd plot where they go, he has a sister. We're not going to really indulge in that.
Yeah.
He has a mother. We're not going to really indulge in that. But he does have a dad, and the dad's unhappy with him. And I think this is still the 2000s. You know, it's still a bit of a different time. I'm shocked we didn't see this dad hitting Frankie. I'm shocked. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Sean Levy definitely would have done that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Sean Levy, we know he's a pusher. You know, he knows where the line is, and he'll go that extra step. You know,
sure.
Deadpool was crazy, but you see, here's the thing. I didn't know how you were gonna go. I didn't know you were gonna go down that road. Let's commit to that. I guess he should have. You know what? A spank from the adult would have been.
He should have gotten. I think this is an issue with Sean Levy. Is he refuses to show dads the 2000s correctly. Steve Martin would have been hitting all 12 of his kids left, right, and center.
Yeah. He's stressed as hell.
Or he would have been fat and depressed. What happy man has 12 kids?
Oh, no.
None.
I guess you get those Mormon ones on TikTok. You seen those?
No.
Anyway, essentially a mum will
They've got a secret life, though, I hear.
Yeah,
through the vine of Mormon wives.
No, they'll have like 12 things to do the whole lunchbox, and then everyone will look tired. Everyone look tired.
What the hell is the income you have to raise 12 kids?
Well, that's the thing. Most of the dads are like, I work pretty much all the time. I earn a pretty good wage, but I'm flying out to like New York to do the big stockbroker stuff. And then the mum's at home in this massive mansion just doing shit.
Yeah.
I guess.
You've got to move to Salt Lake City where the mansions are cheap.
Yeah, I'm sure a nickel, and I'm sure like you can just get a bunch of like.
It's whatever Lincoln's on. That's all it costs. Do we think, because by the end of the movie, Frankie Muniz has got his name slapped on an actual Hollywood production?
Yes.
Do we think the dad's like, pay your way? Like,
Wait,
give us a bit of money.
Oh, rent out? Yeah, no, here's the thing. Frankie Muniz has the big thing with this is Frankie Muniz just wants Paul Giamatti to call his dad and go, hey, tell me a solo script. He's got to start. If he wants to be a good Hollywood producer, he's got to milk this IP for a lot of things. I'm talking Big Fat Liar 6, okay? You want a multiverse of Big Fat Liars, okay? You want to get Little Miss Liar in
I'd
there.
watch a sequel.
You want to get
Little Miss Liar's good. I'd watch that for sure. Little Miss Liar's sick.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And that's just my brain working, you know, at like 20%.
Yeah.
You know, I could spit these out.
You could go to Limitless.
Okay.
You could go Limitless level.
Oh my god, holy shit. No, I'm talking like, I'm talking Lucy. I go Lucy.
Yeah.
You know, I turn to a USB, but I've got 9 films ready
Or
to go.
Lucy Big Fat Liar crossover. Lucy's a liar.
Oh,
and then a
shit.
Lucy in the Sky crossover. So Lucy's in the Sky is a liar.
Yeah, the Beatles are like, they're desperate for money.
They
cheap
are.
bastards.
Here's the thing. Let's give out a bit of a handout to the Beatles. Let's see if they're going to take it.
Yeah. Okay, now Paul Giamatti, let's just talk about his character, because I just think we should give him his credit. He's nailing this.
He's incredible.
He walks into the limo, he's wearing this all-leather cream suit. He's got this filthy little earpiece in. I just love this 2000s Hollywood.
I do too. Why do we think the movie's not completely set in LA? Like, why do we think he goes to his hometown to steal the script to go back to LA to then get him to go travel back to LA? I feel like you could just do it in the suburbs of LA.
Because I think LA's kids are shitty. You know, and I just think like that's really it. Like I know, I'm sure if you're born,
If you're
in
an
Britain-
LA kid, right in, defend yourself.
I just, but like,
Oscar's challenging
no,
you.
but I would. If a kid was born in LA and I'm following an LA kid, I'm immediately out of it. But just a homegrown town, USA boy, I'm all for that, you know, as an audience member. But a little shit dickhead from frickin' Los Angeles, no way. I'm not dealing with that. Okay,
I know, it's like that movie Kids,
yeah.
right? Was
Yeah.
that the tragedy one where
the
parents were
real
like,
sense.
"This is what kids are doing"?
Yeah, but that was New York. That's a different time.
Was that New York?
I think it's New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that might have been
which
LA.
is a lawless town and should be
It
bombed.
is. What's LA? 90210?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much, yeah.
Oh, the kids are hot.
Yeah.
It's just all.
Hey, don't say that sentence.
Oh, yeah. Retract.
They're ugly?
It's a bunch of hot 40-year-olds playing 17.
Yeah, it's big Euphoria vibes. You know,
Yeah,
season
massive
3.
Euphoria vibes.
Yeah.
I really like, there was a tweet the other day that I saw that was like, Euphoria's returning for season 3 in 6 episodes. And somebody was like, at the height of its powers, the CW had The Flash, Arrow, and something else all doing 22 episodes a year with crossovers.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me 6 episodes of Euphoria?
Which is it's like a BBC sitcom. It's like, we took 9 years and we produced 18 episodes of the most popular thing ever.
We had to wait for Sam Levinson to get a little bit uncancelled. Now here we are.
He's back in a big way.
He's back in a big way. You forgot about The Idol, and now he's here to stay.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's good stuff. Now, Paul Giamatti takes the script.
So basically when Paul Giamatti and Frankie Muniz meet, I do love that he gets into his producer mode and is like, this is where your lie sucks.
Yes.
If you'd done this, and this, you would have gotten away with it. And you go, that's a good producer.
Yeah.
But it's also really fun to have both your villain and your hero be fantastic liars.
Yes.
Like they're both incredible
And
at spin.
start at the same point. I like they are
same.
like, you're not so similar to you and me, but they start like that.
Yep.
And one has to then their theory of life has to then be challenged, and Frankie's gonna split off and be like truth sick, or
Yep.
I guess torturing a man is also cool as well. I don't know where
Yeah.
the lesson lies, but either way, at the end of the way, one lies, one doesn't.
It is crazy that back in the day, this was considered like a lazy kids movie, and now I think it's such a cut above live action kids
think
movies.
so, right?
It's just it's really wild. I do think that this dynamic is the only reason this movie is very good. Is
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti versus the kid is a fantastic through line, and then I think also showing a child like a kid's version of Hollywood is so fun.
Because it's
fun.
such a play like center essentially. Just like you got all the fun that cool alleyway where like,
Yeah.
all the studio are. Everyone's crossing. It's all fun. Everyone's just like alive.
I mean,
No-
it's a commercial for Universal Studios. I wanted to go so bad.
I want to go so bad. Not a single person smoking there, and I can tell you right now, they would
my
all
God,
be
yeah.
huffing cigarettes.
So much huffing. You would see Jenna Ortega everywhere, just smoking. So Frankie Muniz sits down into the cinema, gets a little teaser trailer
Yeah.
of a movie that's going to be coming out next summer called Big Fat Liar.
Yeah.
Now, here's the plot of the movie. It's a guy that gets bigger the more he lies. Would that be a summer blockbuster?
I
that
don't-
feels like an A24 indie,
It
if
does,
you ask me.
and I don't think there's a budget to make him big, so it's very ambiguous big, you know. But it's just Pinocchio, really.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
but just all extremities, not just the nose.
Yeah.
And he's not a wooden puppet.
But maybe he is.
Maybe he is. That's
Maybe
gonna
he
be a
is.
good twist. I don't know if this would put butts in seats. And then again, the 2000s, I think we forget how blessed just like an interesting concept
I
with
think
a big actor.
You get Jim Carrey in here,
yeah.
now you got a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, if Liar Liar hasn't come out yet, now you've got a hit. Okay.
Imagine him being pitched a second Live film. It's like
Oh my
it's not a
God.
sequel, but you just get large. He's like, I could do it. I could fucking do it.
He's like, I could definitely do it. They're like, what else have you got going for you? Eternal Sunshine? That's not going to make money.
Scrap that.
That won't
Scrap
be
that.
remembered.
That Michael show. Get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. Don't even bother doing
Yeah.
that.
You won't be on anyone's letterbox top 4. Let me
Yeah,
tell you that
let
now.
me tell you right
What's
now.
that? It's just the black boxes on side of movie. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
But what's an app? You don't need to know, Jim.
Shut up, Jim.
You don't need to know.
Become big. Take this pill.
Be a big fat liar.
But yes, no, I don't know how well the film would do. Yet Frankie's freaked out. He's like, you know what? Me and Amanda Bynes are gonna fuck off to LA.
I just think considering Paul Giamatti has one, and this is how they depict the movie being produced in LA. They're like 2 days away from shooting. They have not really put together the cast and or crew. The finances pretty much ready to pull out. Same as the studio head. They haven't finished the script itself. It is based on a short story by a child. And Paul Giamatti's turned to his assistant and said, "Write me an ending." That's what's happening right now.
And like, listen, as a kid, I'm like, that's very poor planning, and that's just a bad producer. The more you hear behind the scenes, I think they're filming that new Avengers film with nothing. They're freaking going nuts. So it seems like it's a common thing to just kind of wing it. We'll figure it out. Here's the thing: filming takes a while. Might as well get started, and then we'll figure out the script.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it must work so much of the time that it's an okay practice.
I think if I was hypothesizing, maybe what modern day Hollywood's gotten themselves into is them knowing the sheer lead time they have to have on action sequences to have the movie out. And so I think they're just being like, this is an action sequence we'll shoot now. The script that joins the action sequences can be written and directed and produced in any fucking way at all, but they need to start shooting.
We need to train somebody. We need to get the action.
They need all that stuff. Also, they need shots done for the trailer campaign, so they're just doing all their big shit up front. I think isn't that what Spider-Man did? The No Way Home one, where they were just like, they did all the action sequences first, and then they were like, make it work.
I mean,
so it's just a lot of them chatting in a room, and you go, "This is fun."
It is just a lot of that, isn't it? If it's not that, I mean, that also felt like they're like, if anybody sees these fuckers in the same room together, we're fucked. It pretty much means they have to live in the mines for 3 years, and then we'll film it under there. So it has to be all mine-based stuff.
I know. My favorite thing about that is, didn't it all come undone because one of them like ordered Uber Eats?
Oh,
Wasn't that the big thing? And I'm like, you lazy son of a bitch. Catering to, not good enough for you, is it?
Oh.
One of 3 Spider-Men?
The mob, yeah. And let's just say it's fucking Andrew, okay?
Yeah, it is. It was likely Andrew.
Yeah,
we're coming for you.
Yeah, fuck
sure
Andrew
as hell
Garfield.
wouldn't be Tobey Maguire, the sweetheart of the group.
That's what they say. That's what they say. You can tell in his cocaine-riddled eyes.
It's Hollywood sweetheart, Tobey Maguire.
But yeah, they get to LA. Things are pretty fucking sick. They held up in a prop house. Again, this
is a dream.
Yeah.
This is a dream. My dream was to have this vending machine just spit cokes at me.
Oh my God. Is it definitely, it's a cocaine joke, right?
Yep.
Great.
So clever.
Yeah.
So much
clever.
fun.
Yeah. Because it's different.
And totally went over my head like as a kid.
Yeah.
But here, great.
It's for the adults.
He's ready to write. He's ready to write a goddamn hit. That's what I'll tell you.
Anyway, I didn't remember this about the film. It's broken into phases. So we're in phase 1.
And also 4?
Four
phases?
4 phases.
Not 5, not 3.
4 phases.
Seemed tough.
One of the phases is, it's not like misdirect. It's like...
Well, it's called Twist.
Twist.
But it's not really a twist. It's maybe a twist on us.
It's a twist on us, and it's a twist on Frankie Muniz, because like, hey, the plan's fucked. And they go... That's phase 3,
it's
baby.
a great point where Paul Giamatti goes, "You're pranking me, and that's it." Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And Frankie Muniz is like, "Oh, we just need to ruin you." Crazy. In today's day and age, Frankie Muniz could just be like, "I'm gonna write some tweets."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Oh, have your script."
Okay, let me get that phone call to your dad. Let's put a pencil through that. I cannot have this happen to me again.
Yeah.
Marty Wolf Pictures is in hot shit. Okay, me
tell
being
you
blue would be a positive, honestly.
If Misconduct came out about Marty Wolf Pictures as a headline, I'd go, that makes sense. You hear Marty Wolf Pictures, you don't think that's probably a nice place to work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta tell you, if a producer came to a premiere dressed in blue and orange, I think that would go hard.
It would be huge. Yeah. It'd be so big.
Yeah.
For sure, everyone would be talking about it.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, wow, did you see Kevin Feige blue and orange on the red carpet Fantastic Four? They're back.
Listen, I was pretty skeptical at the Annoying Orange being a cast member for the new Avengers, but here's the thing. They've nailed it.
It's the only time you cry.
Yeah, only time you cry. But yeah, let's get to the phases. And I think the most iconic part of the film, the blue sequence and the orange hair.
I think where do we land on their pranks? Do we think they're good? Are they strong enough?
I think the blue is so strong. I think the orange is so strong. I think the earpiece is piss weak. I forget about it.
I think that's piss weak. I think meddling with the car is a bit weak.
Yep.
Although I love the car being picked up and crushed. I love the delivery of that one dialogue walk on going, they told me to pick up a little blue car. They didn't say anything about a little blue man. So well said.
And it's
so well chewed
with
on.
his camera where he's like almost spitting on that and Paul Giamatti. God, he's gonna kill. And wouldn't that be fun?
Tiny. He's got a little piece of his car in his hand. It's just great. It's just great stuff.
God.
him going to the children's party as the clown.
Yeah.
Big hit.
Big hit.
Big hit.
I'm all for it.
I think seeing a producer chuck a child around feels very LA to me.
I think it feels very LA, and I just think Paul Giamatti goes to fucking town with these kids. I think that's what's worth it. I think he would punch a kid, and I wouldn't be. That's just a committed actor, you know. That's just good stuff. God, he's good.
That's Sean Levy doing guerrilla filmmaking.
Yeah.
He was like, Paul, my child's birthday party's happening in here. They're going to play rough.
Yeah.
You're allowed to hit them anywhere above the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, that's a deep localization. He's like, yep, full fist. Just go for their faces.
I'm talking, I want to see blood in your fist. It's a beautiful shot. The blue with the red, it really complements each other.
Sean Levy's like, they're children, they'll heal.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about them.
They bounce back so aggressively, except just mentally. But other than that, physically, they're back in a big way.
They're fine. He's like, it's great, they're a part of a studio system. We're going to chew them up and spit them out.
Here's the thing. This kid's going to be on Nickelodeon. He's going to be on iCarly. And then he's going to be freaking...
He's going to be on The Valley.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The lifespan of this child is being on a children's network, spacing out due to drugs, and then being on Bravo.
Yeah.
And my God, it's a way to live in LA.
That's the minimum, okay?
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario. So you're going to be pretty good.
So
that or
it's
you'll be
good.
Britney Spears. Either way, we don't know what's going to happen.
For sure. He's like, Paul, you need to understand, 1 in every 40 kids in that building in there is going to be a star for a little while. But none of these work, and Frankie decides to corner him at a party.
Yes.
He corners Marty Wolf and is like, call my dad.
Yeah.
And he's like, you've got to help me.
Yeah.
Because your movie doesn't really have a second or third act.
Yes, which is brave.
Which is crazy.
Which, again, they released a trailer. They teased it.
They were that confident. They teased a
How
film.
many? I mean, I guess this must be a thing that did happen, but how many films fizzled out? Surely it's crazy they commit, and I've just never heard any of them not committing.
You know, I wonder now if it's very much I think this now happens sort of in studio rather than going to the public, right? It's almost like they do the test footage and teaser trailers for their own studio. It's
It'd
like
be a shareholder thing.
yeah,
It'd be
well,
like
you know how it's like they leaked the Deadpool stuff out, and then everybody was like, "Make it," and that was basically like, "Oh, okay,
yeah.
we'll make it."
Yeah.
That feels like what this must have used to be. I wonder if there was just a list
of just
teasers that never got a film. Because I know there was that one on YouTube that was a big one called like Prototype. Do you remember that one?
I do remember
it's like
that.
the robot running around.
Yes.
It looked sick, and it has like 40 million views on YouTube, and people are still like, "Where's the movie?"
Yeah, and they're like,
it just
"Shut
never
up,
got
shut
made.
up."
Of course, it was never gonna get made. It's a prototype.
Now I think about it, they have just like they've just done like the end credit scenes. Like they're like, "Do you want Harry Styles as a villain?" And everyone, no. And they went, "Okay." Well,
Does it help with just getting the financing?
surely.
It must just be like, "Hey, we did a teaser. It's got great traction. Let's go into production."
because it would suck, and it doesn't mean anything. But you just see on Twitter, just like a billion people wanted to go see it, and they're already not going to go see it, but they keep doing a stupid hashtag thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, can we get some money for this? You'd be like, yeah, I guess it will do well.
Yeah.
I guess Big Fat Lie's going to go well on Twitter.
It's like when the Snyderverse finally got its cut on like HBO, and then HBO was like, "Are any of you gonna watch it?"
4 hours. It's black and white, and that.
Black and white and in a square frame. Why have you gone like an indie route on this $1 million picture?
God, it's odd that Zack Snyder. I don't know anything about the Snyderverse. I won't comment on it, but it's odd that was his original vision.
I don't know a lot about it, and I'll comment on it.
Yeah, bad. I don't want to see it. Have you seen it? We did.
Yeah, I
Justice
saw
League.
it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
it was enjoyable. It was definitely better than what the movie
Anything
was that
would
was
be.
released.
Yeah,
but like
anything
I didn't wow me.
Yeah.
I wasn't there being like more of this. I haven't even seen the new Superman yet, which
No.
I mean I'll see soon.
Yeah, it looks goodish.
I mean, so far most people that I thought really would dislike it in my actual life have been like, it's good, go and see it.
Yeah.
So
It just looks like an okay movie.
yeah, the marketing looks bad to me, but what can
Oh, really? I feel like.
Yeah, it just looks horrible. I think it looks ugly. I think the comedy's. I don't know. It wasn't for me. I'm like, what's his dog doing?
You got like Superdog. I think that's his name.
Oh,
He's got underwear. It's shit. They dress it up. It's in the comic.
It's got like Cosmo. It's got a name.
I think it's just Superdog.
It's definitely not Superdog.
We should do Underdog for this podcast.
I feel like we have.
We
have.
No, we haven't done Underdog.
We must have done.
No, we've done.
I feel like I watched it recently for the podcast.
You
though.
watched Underdog recently?
Maybe.
That's crazy. You definitely haven't.
Maybe I didn't.
It's a dog.
It
It's a
feels like
superhero.
we definitely did it on the podcast. I think you're wrong.
No way. We've only done
What's
like
the
one.
over-under?
I don't
I'm
know.
really obsessed
A
with
grand?
getting people an
A
over-under
grand?
on things.
Wait, now, what's your over-under theory? Because I'm throwing out money. Are you saying like a 50-50? You want a number? Do you want a
Yeah,
amount?
so for example, I've just been recently like, what's the over-under on Guy Sebastian getting a song on that top 100 for Australian music?
And then you say like it's 7 out of 2.
Yeah.
Because that's the odd. Like, it's
Yeah,
about,
and that's the odds. And then I go,
32%.
money.
Yeah, great.
I think it's like I'm going into that phase in my life where,
Gambling.
I'm 28, I need to become a loan shark. I need to start challenging people on the street to betting.
So
to fast, high-stakes betting.
Okay, huge. That's probably a healthier thing than betting. However, if you say the over-under thing, that's a bad business model because you're giving them all the power.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing or saying.
You've got to lay out a very rigid betting system, and then you can't deter.
I walk around with one of those little fold-out boxes that has dice. I don't know.
A baccarat.
A baccarat board.
Baccarat.
Is that it?
I don't know. Which one you do? We run with sevens or snake eyes?
No, isn't that craps?
That's craps. I don't
Yeah.
know what baccarat is. Which one do you want?
What if I got like a backgammon board?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going, what's the over-under that this is an actual backgammon board?
It'd be a wise
Roll the
financial.
dice. That's when you miss this
six,
and it works.
six.
It really works. Fuck. God, I can't wait to be rich and not have to do this anymore. Reviewing Big Fat Liar twice? Man, this episode sucks. I've said nothing of value. I'm just going to let the audience know. We loved the movie the first time we watched it, and we spent most of the podcast talking about how good Paul Giamatti's performance is in it. I can't do it again.
I feel like I've given him too much praise now. It's going to go to his head. And we did release the unedited audio. He
is Rhino. As Oscar loves to point out, he is Rhino.
He is. I mean, that's his only folly. However, if I remember correctly, everyone was pretty keen to see Rhino.
Well, they've got the hashtag going. They've released the teaser trailer for Rhino. It's coming out next summer.
Isn't it crazy? In just if it's slightly different rights, Rhino would have like a penguin-esque show.
You're nominated for 21 Emmys. It's Paul Giamatti and Rhino.
Did Rhino have? Did he have a bunch of fucking tattoos on his face? Am I misremembering that?
I don't know, but Paul Giamatti just had a great...
I feel like he was.
Paul Giamatti came out in like white and black striped, when you got a hat, essentially from Paddington.
Yeah.
Came out being like, I'm opening my Rhino suit. And then just, what was his accent? Russian?
He was very dash.
Yeah, he was
That
like,
sort
I
of-
squished little spider. And
Yeah.
you're like, what are you doing, Paul Giamatti?
He's fucking nailing it.
He's killing it.
If he was in the Spider-Verse, I'd be not Spider-Verse. The three Spider-Man one, that one.
Across into Beyond.
Beyond,
And it would
yeah.
be a great... We got our Donald Glover cameo. Let's get our Paul
Let's
Giamatti
get Paul
one.
Giamatti. People have been begging for
Phil
it.
Lord and Chris Miller surely are pushing for that.
Oh, of course. That's why there's such big delays. They're like, we just can't get the Giamatti on the line.
We're at 4 years of negotiations on getting Paul Giamatti into Beyond the Spider-Verse. He wants to do it for free. We want to pay him.
He wants creative control. We won't give it to him. He's got some bold choices, let me tell you.
We want to give him full creative control. He doesn't want it. It's a tough time.
He wants to be a pawn in our shitty little game of backgammon. And quite frankly, we don't know if it's real yet.
He wants to be used by us, and we don't want that at all.
We want to be a nice collaborative thing. He is into being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
He's a little sick freak, but God, that's Giamatti for you.
He wants the credit that comes up on screen when it says with Paul Giamatti at the end. He wants that bigger credit.
Wow, that's huge. That is a big... And he's asking for too much.
It's, that's the Michael Caine on the Dark Knight poster. You can't afford that, Paul.
That's more of a... Is that not more of like a, we got Michael Caine? Like, that's like a bit more of a legacy thing, which Paul Giamatti deserves.
No, it's negotiated.
I know it's negotiated, but it feels more just like, and Sir Michael Caine.
Yeah.
It feels like with Michael Caine.
I think it's... Because
you are right. I'm sure
Yeah.
he fought for that.
Well, I think it's just because you almost get a little restart. Because it's like you've got all the names, and if your first build you got your Christian Bale, and you're like, you're a star here, and then you forget who's in the middle, and then it's and Morgan Freeman with Michael Caine, and it's getting little full stops between them.
You're getting some good comedy.
So you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, maybe Maggie Gyllenhaal and Gary Oldman and Heath Ledger are in that little jumble of letters I see there, but there's no and or with to tell me where my eyes should
Which
go.
is crazy that they should get a comma, because those are three big actors,
I've never heard of them.
Oh, you gotta check out Candy.
For who?
Heath Ledger.
Okay.
That's a really good one about him being a heroin addict. Oh, God, it's sad. Very sad.
Why would they call it candy?
Well, because it's like you pop them like Tic Tacs.
You're
That's what
kidding!
You gotta get on a horse.
Sounds delicious.
You gotta get on a
It's
horse.
Willy Wonka with heroin, and people turned out for it.
Now, Carl, we've got a bunch of band of characters that Marty Wolf has wronged. We've got his limo driver, played by Turk. I don't know his name. Do you know his
Did
name?
you research Turk? It's Donald Faison.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I got research-
last time you didn't know his name from Scrubs, so
No.
I love that you've come back this episode prepared.
Oh yeah, no,
Unless you've unlocked a mind palace.
Oh yeah, no, I've watched an episode of Scrubs. Went, I'm back. Oh my god.
JD, Turk, my friends.
We got Turk being wrong. We got the stunt guy that got freaking wrong.
Yeah, we
because
got
he said-
Urkel.
We got Urkel.
Yeah.
Who's in the Bad Chicken movie, and I do think.
Oh my god! Like, actually, no, we need to talk about this chicken.
Yeah.
There is a gag that this chicken goes down a red carpet wearing a suit and sunglasses. This would be huge.
Yeah.
You're telling me a man shows up to a premiere blue, and then the other star is a chicken? This would be the most talked about premiere of the year.
It's a shame the internet doesn't exist because I just don't think the magazines could capture what we're trying to see.
No, they
here.
couldn't. And I'd love them to speculate who's dating the chicken.
Of course.
Like at this timeline, it's got to be like,
It'd be Mel Gibson in that route in Chicken Run. Because let's face it, he's a cock. And
I just think
fucks.
it's straight up Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, you think the chicken's a male?
It was, wasn't it?
I guess. Now,
I don't think the 2000s was so progressive you could produce a movie with a female chicken as a
very
lead.
true, and I think it's
Actually,
a sad,
no, Chicken Run had a female lead.
Yeah,
retract my
but,
statement.
Yeah, but I think you had a Mel Gibson, given a bit of padding, whereas that is, it's a sad reality that we live in that we couldn't have a female chicken as our,
What's
upper
Chicken
tag.
Little? Chicken Little had JD from Scrubs.
Yes.
Wow. The Scrubs connection is huge.
It is.
They really have hold on
They really
Hollywood.
had a very loose grip on chicken-based content, and that's really the power of Scrubs, huh? God.
I owned a 10 DVD pack from Golo.
Yep.
That had Chicken Park, which was the mock spoof version of Jurassic Park with chickens. And I believe it is available on YouTube. It is not good. I would
Okay.
seek it out.
Oh, yeah, check it out. Check
And
it
also, that also had Fart, the movie, on it as well. It was a great 10 pictures.
out. Isn't that the bit in the movie with Mike Judge? What's it called? The stupid movie where they 100 years in the future.
Oh, Idiocracy?
Yeah. Isn't that the bit that they had the movie The Fart?
Oh, do they?
I think they should have Fart
okay.
the movie.
I haven't seen Idiocracy in ages.
Check it out. I don't think it slaps.
But look up this 10 DVD pack.
Yeah,
I
check
still
it out.
own it. We should watch it.
Oh, we should sell it.
We should do all 10.
We should. Carl, they're getting wronged. Let's see. He also gets his assistant's been wronged. Who else has been wronged by Marty
Oh,
Wolf?
yeah. I think it's really fun that he's just set up how many people he's been horrible to in the industry. That they're like, let's torpedo a whole production house.
Yes. And a lot of jobs. It seems like they've made 5 movies.
They're getting
in the-
everybody out of a job
Yeah.
today. They're all like, do you want to add, the director's in on it, who's coming in, they've got a big John Woo joke.
Yeah.
Crazy to do Coke jokes, John Woo jokes, just a lot for older audiences.
There's a lot of jokes in here that you're just like, there's one that the receptionist is like, Soderbergh, who's that? I guess video lies and sex lies and videotapes was hot. But I don't know what, as a child, I didn't pick up on this little ratata.
It was a 2-pack with Big Fat Liar. Big Fat Liar and Sex, Lies and Videotape, they're the same format.
It's the same film. We also should get into this. This is just the player for children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 100% just the player for children. Well, actually, no. I think the play is for children. This is for adults. This has more to say on Hollywood than
Robert
the player.
Altman,
Hot take.
eat a dick, okay? Because quite frankly, your pastiche little film
Oh, God.
didn't do very well.
Robert Altman couldn't do Deadpool and Wolverine, could he? He was offered and he knocked it down. But Sean Levy's here.
He
ready
was
to
like,
do it.
get that swine away from me. I'm making Popeye, you slut.
I want to see the Robert Altman version of all of Sean Levy's films. I want to see his take on
Night at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, Cheaper by the Dozen, Free Guy.
Cheaper by the Dozen, I think, would be akin to what's that like? Not a more, but it's like that Ingmar Bergman one that's just like the 2 kids, 3 hours.
Persona?
No, it's like a life, just like Fanny and Alexander.
Oh, okay.
But Fanny and Alexander times 10. Cheaper, it'd just be powerful, but it would be a horrible mess.
Do you know what's crazy? JD's in the remake of Cheaper by the Dozen. It always comes back to Scrubs.
We did that remake. I think everyone should go watch that. That's a straight, not even watch it. I just think it should be talked about more because it was horrid.
It was terrible, and Robert Altman worked on the script.
Yeah.
Which is frankly terrifying.
Yeah. Listen, I just think he's a hack. I think he's a hack. I think he shouldn't be working, you know? I think the 80s are behind him, and quite frankly, he should get off the frickin' pot.
Here's the thing about Gosford Park. Too talky. Robert Altman
It's
doesn't
overwritten in the sense there's too many words. That's what I think overwritten means.
For sure. Here's Sean Levy's got a Gosford Park in him. Okay, that's where it could go.
Here's the thing, you know, Robert Altman couldn't do Cheap by the Dozen, but Sean Levy could.
It's
He could
crazy
do
to see
Gosford Park.
Sean Levy just elevate Robert Altman's career. Like everything Robert Altman turned down, Sean Levy just picked up and ran with.
When Sean Levy sinks his teeth into Nashville, holy
Oh
fuck.
my god, it's going to be so good. When Robert Altman sinks his teeth into the Atom Project, that'll be something.
Carl, we get phase 4, which is let's fuck up Marty Wolf. We get probably the
We're not joking, that comes up on screen.
Yeah.
It says it.
Frankie Muniz. They're in like the control room. It seems like honestly the film goes, we're not following Frankie
They get
Muniz.
a budget all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like everybody that's like, we're going to take him down and we're also going to we'll put 10 grand into the pot.
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay, why?
Why not?
You're about to be out of a job. You sure you want to give this child 10 grand to take down a producer?
Coming home, just like, where's our rent? Just like, I had to give this kid a big moment.
I don't know how charismatic somebody would have to be for me to have to like...
Oh, this happens to me all the time.
Yeah?
Quite
A
often.
kid walks up and is like, you've got to help me, man.
Yeah,
You've got to help me take somebody
I
down.
give them $10,000 and I'm holding a rope in a field for a while.
It just feels like a long con so that the dad doesn't have to pay for an Uber from the airport.
Yeah.
That's what it feels
Here's
like.
the thing, LA prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. It's every dad's dream to be picked up from the airport, and it never happens.
Oh, well, why would they? They're the pick you up route?
Yeah, that's
they
right.
are not to be picked up.
Their job is to here's what a dad does. They drop you off and they pick you up.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have to
think
return the
once
favor.
you get past 18, they had to call you about something they saw on TV, and then they are also there to pick you up from the airport. That's pretty much their job. And then they perish and die, you know?
So they take down Marty Wolf because he gets caught into like a whole chase. Everybody contributes all their little things running around the
He
studio.
gets limoed, he gets fallen out of a plane. You also do get right here, right now.
Oh
which
my god,
goes
the
so hard.
soundtrack.
It
The
goes so hard.
soundtrack of this movie is phenomenal.
It's
I think we
fantastic.
also spent 30 minutes last time talking about the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Again, I can't go in depth
Yeah,
because I'm
but
that
it just
annoyed.
it pretty much started my music career, which I had
Your
a very-
music career?
Yeah, pretty much. Guess who I am? One of the Daft Punk fellas.
That's absolutely nuts. I
I've
thought
been
you were
wearing the-
Moby.
Fuck you. I'm not that bald cunt, okay? I'm Daft fucking Punk, okay?
You're giving Moby.
I'm not. I will slap you silly, you stupid bitch.
That's such a Moby thing to say.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a big Moby head. It seems like you're a big Mobo fan, you know?
Not me. Never listened to Moby in my life. Only Daft.
Yeah, and then we get pretty much a big chase in the Paramount lot.
Yeah, I love the reveal as to his entire confirmation of being like, you need to say that you stole the script. And he's like, I stole it. Nobody's going to care. There's like 40 cameras.
Yeah.
They start popping out left, right, and center. It's an incredible reveal, but I do think Marty Wolf should have seen the cameras.
No.
Not you.
I just think, although Marty Wolf is a producer, he's also a beautiful actor. And you know what actors don't know? They don't know where the camera... They know where the camera is, but they do not look at the camera.
You know what? I think it's tough for Marty Wolf because he sort of gets really mean to a stuntman because he's like, this stunt's not good enough. But the stunt wasn't good enough.
Agreed.
He just wanted to make a better movie. I think the stuntman should have been fired.
Yeah.
I think he was
Lost his
lazy.
job.
A man jumps out of a window. Yeah, Jason Bourne does that every fucking movie.
Yeah,
okay?
we follow him through the
Yeah,
window.
we go through
okay?
the window. We
That
just-
was made. That was in the next lot being made, and the stunt guy's like, "What if they fell out of an archway?" It's like, you gotta pick up your game.
You've got to do more, man.
You gotta do more.
I know you want to get to your kid's birthday party, but you got to do more than somebody falls out of a window.
It is a shame that whenever you see something so cool in film or something just so impressive, you just think that was a bad year for somebody. You know, you just think you missed out on some big moments for your family. And like, I enjoyed this, but not that much. You know, I think about Atomic Blonde. There's that really long take. I go, that probably ruins some relationships. I don't think it was that worth it.
Yeah, a movie should be looked at how many marriages it broke up.
Yeah.
And frankly, it probably did a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot of marriages crumble because of a movie being made. It's really crazy. It's so crazy.
Carl, everyone claps because the
And so do I.
yeah.
Because justice has been served.
Yes, and then we do get a bit of a 1-2 punch of written by Dan Schneider. It does hurt a little bit. Does hurt real hard.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming.
No.
And it was a shame. It was a real shame to see.
Yeah. Carl, who was Big Fat Liar?
I do think everyone should watch. I think this still holds up as a kids movie for sure. I would
think so.
definitely show this to my kid. I think this is really fun.
Yeah.
I think it is like definitely just a cut above. Isn't it just crazy to see effort put into like a kids movie? It doesn't feel like, I don't know. The last like true kids movie release I probably saw was like Yes Day on Netflix with Jennifer, and it was like,
Yeah.
I think it was just the parents had to say yes to everything for a day, and that.
Is that a spin-off of Yes Man?
No,
Jim
because
Carrey
I don't
one?
think they magically
Okay.
have to do it.
Gotcha.
Or maybe they do. I can't remember. But this just feels like it has, for whatever reason, just because of the time, interesting camera angles. They're constantly trying. A really fantastic performance from
Bit
Paul
of a whimsy
Giamatti.
to it. A bit of a fun, like,
A lot of
vibe to it.
whimsy. The depiction of Hollywood is just so fun and outlandish. There's so many fun little jokes. And then even on top of that, I just think Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes, who we forgot to talk about, who's the subject of the 4 movies we're doing.
Oh, that's fine.
She's excellent in this.
Yep.
But Frankie Muniz really is like a very charismatic like lead for a children's movie
Yeah.
here. He's just rattling off dialogue. He's hitting all these marks. He's doing a great job.
I think so. It's a shame as well. I feel like modern day kid actors also kind of just like are now like Netflix shows, and like that's where they're getting churned out. Whereas Frankie Muniz was like 9 sets. You know, he was pumping them out.
Yeah,
Whereas
he was never not on set.
Whereas those Stranger Kids, you know, we saw them grow, and we had like what 2 good seasons of them. Nah, I want to burn them out. You know, I'm thinking next kid actor we get, we put them on the set.
Hollywood needs to burn out its kids again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that where you're landing?
That's where I'm landing.
Okay. Not to
Yeah.
put words in your mouth, but that's what you're saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. Actually, I'll stand by that.
Yep.
I'll go even harder. I think start younger. 3-year-olds.
Okay, fair.
Yep.
That's an okay time to start.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
for
so.
sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think they need an education on set.
No
Let them learn
education.
through the art of cinema.
I reckon let's jump them into a 12-hour day. None of the 6-hour bullshit, okay? I think we want to put them through the ringer, and then I think we'll get some great performances.
No breaks.
No breaks.
None.
Except cigarettes.
Yeah, they get designated cigarette breaks. They have to smoke.
I want that Judy Garland sort of shit. I want that performance from a Judy Garland. I want the pills that made her go crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
And she ended up fine.
Yeah.
The movie they made about her got her an Oscar.
Oh, yeah, 100%. At the ripe age of 32, you know?
God, she died that young.
I think it was 41.
Okay.
I exaggerated
swear-
for the joke, but
Yeah,
it
I
was,
do feel like when she's depicted in that movie, Judy, she's got to be over 30.
Yeah. Well, she's past her prime and therefore not useful to Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood spat her right out. Hollywood loves to spit people out, doesn't it?
It's kind of their thing.
It is kind of the thing.
Yeah.
It is wild anyone aspires to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
It feels like a horrid place.
Yeah, but this film definitely made it look fun.
Oh my God, I want to go there because of this film.
Yeah.
This film nailed it. I do want to be. The whole movie was playing, and I was like, let me be a part of this machine.
Let me get none of this nonsense. I love it. I love it. I love it. Carl, what are we doing next week?
Next week, it's our final Amanda Bynes movie. It's robots.
It's robots.
It's robots. Get kick into gear, turn a screw, get out a wrench.
Yeah.
Put
and
on
download this PDF because computers are also robots as well.
Yep. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.